A new Wordle puzzle is online. Click on the link to play.
Listening to the following video may give you clues. Please like and share the videos.
Susanna Reid at center of rumored shake-up at Good Morning Britain. After reporting live from Ukraine, Susanna Reid is the center of a rumored shake-up at Good Morning Britain.
Susanna, who debuted a new hairstyle, is also said to have experienced technical difficulties in the studio. As a result, she has been replaced by Alison Hammond, Dermot O'Leary, Vernon Kay and Jessie Gibson.
Susanna Reid reported live from Ukraine. Good Morning Britain's Susanna Reid will be reporting from the border of Ukraine and Poland, where she'll be speaking to young refugee Emilia Anisovich, who went viral for singing Frozen's Let It Go from a bunker in Kyiv.
The 7-year-old, who has escaped from Ukraine with her family and brother Misha, will be interviewed live on the show. Susanna Reid will also be joined in the ITV studio by Richard Madeley, who co-presents the show.
On Monday, Susanna Reid was missing from the ITV studio. Instead of presenting the show from her ITV studio, she traveled to Medyka in southeastern Poland, where the country's border with Ukraine is the busiest.
She also spoke to a young refugee who had gone viral after singing Frozen's Let It Go in Ukrainian while sheltering from Russian bombs despite being away from her colleagues for weeks. Susanna Reid managed to report live from the border in Poland, where an estimated 2 million people were waiting.
Despite the huge number of people displaced in the area, the refugee camp run by local firefighters is only able to accommodate a small number of displaced people for 2 nights. She also found out that the UK was processing parental and children's visas.
Luckily, the immigration minister promised to speak directly to his colleagues to solve this problem. Susanna Reid's absence from Good Morning Britain caused a lot of controversy for the show.
She and Piers Morgan had a long-standing partnership, but last year Piers stormed off. Susanna Reid's absence from the show made Piers Morgan's departure all the more shocking.
However, despite the tension, the two remained good friends on the show, and the segment was a triumph for both sides. She debuted a new haircut.
Today, Susanna Reid debuted a new hairstyle on Good Morning Britain, claiming that it was time for a fresh cut. The actress shared a photo of her appointment on social media with a mask.
In the clip, Reid praised the new style, thanking the salon for the fresh cut. Last summer, she showed off her new blonde highlights and a shorter chop.
However, since Morgan left GMB, Reid has been hosting the show without her co-host Richard Madeley. The Good Morning Britain co-host's replacement is Martin Lewis, who has replaced Adil Ray.
After a recent trip to the hair salon, Reid posed for a selfie with her new lob on Instagram. She captioned the picture, "Thank you so much," and wrote, "Love your new look." Fans of the actress' new style expressed their approval.
Reid's new look was a drastic change from her previous brown tresses. The Good Morning Britain host also cited Jennifer Aniston as her inspiration.
Reid revealed her hairstyle on social media, documenting her visit to a celebrity salon. She posed for photos while wearing a blue face mask to hide her fake tan.
While waiting at the salon, she also shared a photo of her before and after hairstyle with co-host Adil Ray. The new hairstyle was framed by her face and was styled with loose waves.
She also added a few blonde highlights. She suffered technical difficulties in the studio.
A technical problem on Good Morning Britain meant that Susanna Reid was unable to read a headline during her live studio performance. Reid had been reporting from the border between Ukraine and Poland.
She was using a video link to communicate with her guest, but the link did not work and the presenter could not hear her. The episode also featured an awkward moment when a female reporter accidentally spoke on air at the same time as Susanna.
The host and reporter appeared on air, apologizing for the problem. The studio technical problems left some viewers with a confused and upset look.
Despite the problems, the show's viewers were still able to see the news of the Ukraine and other international stories. The show's other co-host, Richard Madeley, presented entertainment updates and the re-election of President Macron in France.
Hopefully, Susanna will be back on the show soon. But in the meantime, viewers will have to wait until the next episode to see if she will be able to return to the studio.
The show's ratings plummeted following the departure of Alastair Campbell, and the studio hosts have since brought in guest presenters to make up for the void. As a result, Good Morning Britain is experiencing the biggest drop in viewership since Piers Morgan left 3 months ago.
Although Alastair Campbell's exit had sparked a ratings crisis, viewers tuned in to watch the show with Susanna Reid. Piers Morgan quit as a co-host of Good Morning Britain in March because of a complaint from Meghan Markle.
Good Morning Britain is currently the only breakfast show that can beat BBC Breakfast in terms of ratings, but its audience continues to decrease as the news coverage of coronavirus spreads throughout the country. While it was not an easy decision for the producers, Good Morning Britain still has a huge audience and continues to beat The Breakfast.
She was replaced by Alison Hammond, Dermot O'Leary, Vernon Kay and Josie Gibson. This Morning has been without a host for more than a week after presenters Holly Willoughby, Philip Schofield and Dermot O'Leary took time off for the Easter break.
Alison Hammond, Vernon Kay and Josie Gibson will take over from the presenters Holly and Philip, who will present the show from Monday through Thursday. Earlier this month, Josie Gibson was replaced by Alison Hammond, while Philip Schofield and Holly Willoughby were off to work on their new BBC series.
The presenters of Good Morning Britain are also returning after a short break. Last year, the show's hosts were replaced by Holly Willoughby and Philip Schofield.
Alison Hammond, Dermot O'Leary, Vernon Kay and Josie Gibson are the new hosts on the show. The show airs at 10:30 am on Fridays on ITV.
Josie Gibson, the former Miss Britain contestant, was due to co-host the show with Richard Madeley. Instead of Susanna Reid, Kate Garraway will be co-presenting the show with Richard Madeley.
Her absence was announced on Twitter on Sunday. The show's change of hosts comes as daytime shows on ITV shake up for the Easter holidays.
On the 9 a.m. breakfast show, Lorraine will be replaced by Ranveer Singh. Meanwhile, Vernon Kay will host the show the following week.
The rumored departure of Eamonn Holmes from This Morning has left viewers in shock. The former radio presenter has been on the show for 15 years and co-hosted the Saturday edition with Ruth Langsford.
His outfits have been condemned by viewers as they resembled Gran's nightgown. Piers Morgan threatens to storm his old studio.
Following complaints from viewers and a record number of Ofcom complaints, Piers Morgan has vowed to return to the ITV morning show tomorrow. Despite a series of problems, the former Good Morning Britain host is delighted with his new show, Uncensored.
But it's not clear whether he'll do that, if he does. The news comes after Piers threatened to storm his old studio.
Earlier this week, Piers Morgan tweeted that he'd storm the Good Morning Britain studio. This comes after the host left the show last year to pursue other projects.
It is unclear if the show will let him back in, but there's a chance that he'll appear on Lorraine afterwards. Last year, Morgan stormed out of the set on Good Morning Britain over Meghan Markle, and Alex Beresford told viewers it was all about Morgan's obsession with the royal wedding.
In a subsequent interview, Morgan said he was very sorry for his behavior. A video trailer released by the new show shows the first interview Piers Morgan will do on his show.
The new series, titled Piers Morgan Uncensored, will debut on Talk TV on Wednesday. In the show's launch trailer, the two men argue, with Morgan storming off camera.
The new show is expected to run for 75 minutes. If it gets as controversial as this one, Morgan will have to look for new shows to make money.
The comments are not unexpected, given Morgan's recent history of criticizing the royal couple. He has previously attacked the royal couple, saying that they sought public attention on their own terms and without being questioned about their job.
The comments have also prompted criticism from mental health charity Mind, which said they were deeply worrying. ITV Director of Television Kevin Ligo has met with Morgan regarding the incident.